New questions tonight, maybe an answer about when Town of Jupiter officials and council members knew they were going to start a town fire department.
A newly obtained email chain shows the town was planning for the fire department well before the vote taken by the community by surprise. Investigative reporter Terry Parker has those exclusive emails and is digging in to find out who was working behind the scenes on that fire department plan. Terry, what have you found?
Felicia, people were shocked when the Jupiter Town Council voted in August to abruptly cancel its county fire rescue contract that had just been ratified by both sides in July. That's because while there had been discussions months prior about starting a town fire department, the council has supposedly shelved that idea and moved on. There was nothing on the agenda that night to alert the public about it. Now I've obtained town emails showing there was a well-developed 3-year media schedule ready to roll out before that fire department vote ever took place.
The night of the unexpected vote to start a new fire department, the town unveiled a new website about it, complete with frequently asked questions. And that caused even more raised eyebrows, including among the flabbergasted Palm Beach County firefighters.
So, you have to wonder, how long did they work on this in advance?
Based on those type of comments, I made a public records request to see what might have been discussed before the meeting and obtained this email chain between two high-level town staffers. It's dated August 11th, 4 days before the surprise vote. And it includes a full 3-year schedule of rolling out a town fire department starting the very night of that supposedly unexpected vote, August 15th, including current funding, projected funding, increased level of service, and a timeline. And it goes all the way through groundbreaking, swearing-ins, and delivery of fire equipment.
The email that was discovered, just confirms a lot of the suspicions that I have had and many of my neighbors and residents spoke to.
I contacted the email's authors, Assistant Town Manager Kate Moretto and Communications Director Sean Reed, twice, asking who directed them to come up with the 3-year schedule and how long in advance of that vote. But they didn't reply. I also emailed all of the council members who were in office at the time, asking if they knew in advance the town fire department could come back into play. Only 2 answered. Cameron May, who is a Palm Beach County firefighter, says no one approached him about changing their minds. He says it caught him off guard. Melise Sundstrom didn't address whether she knew there was a possibility of starting a new department, but writes, I would expect staff to be prepared for either scenario. Fire rescue was discussed for over a year, and so I would expect our staff to be prepared for different outcomes.
No one puts that much work into something in that much detail just in case. I truly believe that those council members, this was all part of their plan to start their own fire department. And they never intended to go through with the contract that they signed.
I have emailed Town Manager Frank Kitzrow and Mayor Jim Koreski asking who directed town staff to come up with a detailed media schedule for a fire department that supposedly wasn't on the table anymore. Neither has gotten back to me. The town has previously said they were always considering starting their own fire department because of cost concerns, even though they had signed that 10-year contract with the county. Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.